Hello everybody and welcome back to my Minecraft Let's Play, and I can't really remember where we're up to. What's kind of strange is we have kind of multiple things going on here, because for those who haven't seen this project before, basically I'm building a castle surrounded by walls. The walls are pretty much done. This is our sort of little sort of house base, which I've emptied and moved a lot of stuff into there. We'll show you in a bit. And it's basically made out of these 4 squares. So you've got the one here that's obviously not been touched in the netherrack. You've got these 2 that are then joined by an arch, and then you have another sort of equal length gap. Oh. As you can see over here. Another one here that kind of goes into the wall. I'm trying to decide what I'm going to do with that, and there are that whole push through just so I can get to places. Hi sheep, I'm half tempted to bring you inside, but anyway. So the original idea was that all of these 4 squares were going to be joined together with sort of arches coming off of things to make a very strange looking building. I changed my mind. The first thing I got rid of was this one. This one, well, I have sort of 2 ideas, because I've also decided that this is going to be separate as well. But I have got to decide what I'm doing with the wall. Am I going to nudge the wall out? Am I going to nudge this in a block, just so that, and then you sort of end up with two walls next to each other? But of course that means no windows. And essentially I've come up with a couple of ideas. So I think one of these is going to be a stable come sort of farm, maybe a little bit of a trade area, because the idea is that I do want to sort of, in these empty spaces, to have sort of villager trading going on and stuff like that. But the idea is that maybe this is sort of like the market square come animals are stored, food stored. Maybe it's where we'll put all our storage here, sort of to keep it out of the castle bit. I'm not necessarily looking for this to look exactly like a castle, because you might think that doesn't look very castle-y, but you can see what I'm trying to do. Yeah, I am also playing in. Does it say in the screen more? It says 26.3 Snapshot 4. I did play a bit of Snapshot 3 as well, but upgrade Snapshot 4. Because I had some weird issues last weekend. The reason why you didn't get a midweek video last week was because the authentication servers were down. Eventually it turned out. But yeah, we have these here because we do have pillows. So now if you click right on this stool, you can now sit down thanks to pillows. There's other different things you can do with pillows, but yeah, I think since the last time I showed you this, a lot of stuff has changed. All the walls are finished, and in fact some of them are even getting glass in. This I haven't exactly decided what I'm going to do with yet, so it's kind of my sort of work area. So I've had, so you know, this has been built around the what's this called, pyramid thing, and this was because I was trying to work out hiding this, if you could hide it in some way. Under here we have like a little hideout area. So that's where our bed is, and some chests, which I don't think has anything in at the minute. This bed is just here because I took it from a village, and I've got all of my sort of materials and stuff in here for now, all taken out of the all taken out of the little mud square. Also got these, and somewhere it's upstairs I have a blue, terrible names, what are these? Sugar box. I've also built a stairs. I did attempt to make a stairs in here, decided it was shit and got rid of it, and we'll come back to this in a moment. What I've decided, I was going to have staircases on both sides. I've decided that this will not have a staircase in it, unless there's like a really obvious place for there to be one. Possibly a spiral staircase at one side, maybe. But I tried a few different designs of spiral staircases and sort of kind of similar to this but different. Like I had it go up and then go like up that wall and up that wall. But I like this idea where it sort of loops backwards and you go up here and this is the upstairs. As you can see, I've essentially duplicated the fireplaces. So these use pick that up so don't use this stuff. I'm really getting into using scaffolding now. They're great. Yeah, so here is our upstairs fireplace. So it's going to be built up inside the wall and go out the roof. And I'll probably put some more of these at the very top of the chimney to sort of set off these effects. But further up, because I've sort of hidden them so you can't see them. But then I'll put some more just for effect at the top. So this is the upstairs of the castle. So over this way, you're going to have, I think I'm going to go stable area. And then move this a block over. And this can be the church. But again, I'm not sure how to integrate it with the wall. I'm not sure, that tree's in the way, which is kind of annoying. I'm not sure if to just bulge the wall out a little bit the other way to give us a bit of space. But I think that's going to be the church. And that's only going to be, it's probably going to be as high as this is now. But then it's going to have a roof on top of it. It's only going to be one floor high. But, you know, church, you know, thinking about British churches here, they are quite tall like this. One end obviously will have like the font and stuff at one end. Maybe out the back of it even, sort of towards this corner, we could have a bit of a graveyard. But yeah, that is the same size as sort of one of these, I call it halves, but I guess from up here it'll look like a third, one of these thirds. But I could either just bring it in a block so that we have a central block. So one of the problems with this is that it's two in the middle, it's 2 blocks in the middle, not one. It can cause weird and wonderful issues. Or whether we just move the whole thing over one, or whether we keep it there but move the wall out a bit, because you can see it comes in and sort of goes out a bit and then comes back in again behind this tree, which is a really annoying spot. So yeah, we could keep it sort of that wide out. It would sort of join up with there. Maybe just so it doesn't look like just a flat wall from the outside. We could sort of bulge it out a little bit. Also give you more room to walk around to the graveyard around the side of the church. And of course, once we've done all that, we'll have to figure out what we're doing with flooring, which I honestly have no idea of at the minute. Then there will be things, you know, like I'm going to put fences here probably. But this is the main thing I was doing last time I was playing this, because I do play this off camera, if you can't tell, is doing this. So I had decided not to have a stairway in here. I was actually going to do more work on here, which I kind of have done because I've built the stairs, but I was going to sort of abandon this side for a while, but then I decided to make the fireplace, put a painting up, we'll fill it with glass. I'm doing glass panes just to try to save on materials a bit, and to be honest with you, from a distance they look the same. So in terms of what these rooms are going to be, I think this is going to, I had scrapped this idea, but I think this is going to be some sort of dining hall, in fact. Let's actually do some planning, shall we? This is going to be dining hall. So we'll probably continue this table along. Maybe we could have some sort of tables under these windows that we would put chickens and things on, I guess. But no, I think this is going to be the sort of dining room in here. And again, we're going to have to come up with flooring and stuff, whether it'll be a duplicate of this or something different. And now I've got the sheep, I've got them for the side. I got them for the pillows. Now we've got them. I can dye stuff red because we've got millions and millions and millions of roses because of the iron farm. We can actually use them to dye. I would probably just get white wool and dye it red because we've got that many roses, and it means that we can use these for other things. And we could have, you know, a red carpet leading to the chair. I think I've settled on this chandelier style, although that one, if it was finished, apparently I've got rid of 2 fences there, does look kind of good for the middle of the room. I don't know. So I think this is going to be a dining room. Maybe we need to create some sort of kitchen area. We'll put them on the walls over here. I'll be 2 seconds, just I'll be right back. Sorry, needed a loo. I'm back. So yeah, so my plans for this room. I think I'm going for sort of like bedroom, and then living room / study. Now in terms of making a kitchen, I'm actually going to plop that from out of here, because this is the area it's going to be sense, I think, to put the kitchen maybe under here. So yeah, I haven't put the wall in all of those, but this is all the finished effect. What we're building up there, walls up the edges. We have our sort of classic, what's it there? But let's say we have a table, and then we had a spiral staircase going up. And we actually have the spiral staircase go past here and go down, and go into like an underground kitchen area. Although I do think, oh yeah, there is some underground bits here that we'll have to deal with. But it would also be a nice hidden way of going to those underground bits, I guess. Could even integrate another way in if you want these. So if you've not seen these before, you just get us up onto the wall. And this is our wall design, kind of basic, but I like it. And yeah, you'll have to watch further back to see us sort of clear this little peak. It was a volcano, I guess. And we've now dealt with the volcano. And yeah, it is kind of generic, but we had a load of cobblestone. Well, we didn't, did we? Most of this cobblestone we got to build this and everything was from flattening off the top bit. And from anywhere you can just jump down, which is nice. Need to put some more dirt here to expand that area. Probably some of this, because again, fact. I've seen, I've started getting like shorts and stuff on Facebook or whatever they're called over there, reels maybe. They have like random little Minecraft things, and you can use the things that squawk when you're in the deep dark. You can use them hooked up to redstone to like use an automatic door, so you can have one like placed under the ground of the door, I think, and if you walk nearby it goes woo, turns on a redstone signal and opens the door for you. So, but I presume it only works for the players, not zombies and stuff, so it'd be great for this, because the whole reason why I don't have the whole reason why I don't have what sits on this side, pressure plates, is because I don't want mobs to be able to just walk in. Let's go and place this down for our sheepy sheeps, and then we can extend their area a bit. I was also in this big sort of cobble square here, I was debating on having 4 of these and basically doing the 4 things you want, so speed 2, strength 2, resistance 2 and regen, which sort of the things you'd want near here. Again, honestly doing 4 of them because there's a 2 space gap, because apparently I've done everything in this with 2 space alignment in the middle, not 1 space. Otherwise it would just be the 1, to be brutally honest, or just to make it even. We could have done that, but no. Also, I know this isn't enchanted. I'm not doing a lot at the minute to get anything that's worth enchanting. This is a shame there isn't like a method of gaining XP when you're building. But never mind. Chuck some of this dirt down. Whoops. And this is the cave that was under here that I put cobble over, so we can still bob down into it. Bob down into it. Bob down into it. Okay, let's breed our sheep while we're here. We don't have any growing here, which we should maybe do. I'll just keep going and grabbing this from home. Little cute baby sheeps. I think that must be all of them. I keep sharing them too. Again, don't need the wool necessarily immediately, but it's always good to have a bit of a backlog, because in a way, while they have wool, they're just a bit of a waste. No offense, sheepy sheeps, because you know they don't sort of, you know, it'd be cool if the longer they grow, you know, the more wool you get when you shear them or something. So yeah, the idea behind this is we'll kitchen, maybe underground, but this is going to be a dining hall. Now upstairs, I'm going to be 100% honest, I have no idea what to do with this space, because it's kind of an awkward thing with the with the what's it area. Less like a bar. Why can I not do what I want to do? Like a bar pub area. Here, what I think I want is a library. A library up here, maybe have a library villager up here if I could figure a way of them not running downstairs and leaving. I think a library area kind of slash corridor. And that's probably not spelled right. And then in here, this is gonna actually be separated. I don't think the entrances are going to be quite at the edges, but I want bedroom. Actually, I think bedroom should be. Whoops. This side. So we're going to have bedroom, living slash study. But what worries me, so I've got living slash study, bedroom, that's fine. Underneath, because what I'm thinking is this bar, you know, thinking what you can do in Minecraft obviously as well. So we have living area study, mine are looking quite similar to the bar, what I have in mind. Might also look very similar to, oh, definitely not bedroom, to living room slash study area. Yeah, I've put things at the wrong level, so bedroom, living slash study area. So this would be sort of a reception, tea room, just kind of general seating. What I'm thinking is like general seating before you then go in and have your meal. Maybe I could make this the kitchen area. Did I just... How long has that been in the game? Kitchen area, again, it would probably be blocked off. Probably here. Yeah, reception tea room. This would be the dining hall. Underground tunnel to kitchen. That's kind of a cool idea that I like. It obviously be very small, very cramped, but you know, this would be a kitchen. So this would be the sort of reception and tea room. So you know, when you arrive, you would first be escorted in here. You would receive beverages and drinks and welcome. There'd be sofas and stuff, and then it's time for your meal. Right, well, you go under here into the big banquet hall, where you eat shit. And then you can go upstairs. To the bar and library. I like this. Bar and library. This is library / art gallery / museum / corridor. So you know, there'd be suits of armor, paintings, books, things like that. I've got to think about as well, is there technically going to be a loft above this? What height are we on? 165, we've got to 250. I think that'll probably be okay, less than 100 blocks. I mean, not sure how high this is. 165 to, what, 13? Okay. So say probably another 13 on top. Oh yeah, we've got plenty of room, because I also want to do like smokestacks and stuff. So yeah, so this would be... bar and library. I have to figure out entrances to this. And to be honest with you, I'm not against having a too thick wall here all the way through. Having it so you could enter both areas and then have a, you know, a door or a gap here, so you could go between the bar and the library. Then in here you would have the library / art gallery / museum / corridor, and then you would have the private quarters with the bedroom and the living area study. And again, I'm envisioning possibly a corridor in the middle, but I kind of want the fireplace in one of the rooms. It makes no sense having a big fire. So I'm thinking maybe like you'd have the study up to here, and you'd have bedroom here. And you could have powder rooms, maybe. This could be the powder room. Split it in half and have ladies and gents powder rooms, maybe? I don't know. But we'd have to decide what we were doing. Have I got any roses on me? I think I brought some with me. It would be interesting to... Let me grab that last batch of white wool. Wait, look how quickly they've grown it back. I think they're going to struggle. And again, something we've got to try and sort out is flooring and hiding lighting. So probably there would be bushes and things in here. and the lighting would be under the bushes, I'm thinking. And maybe some cherry blossom, some oak. We've also got these trees with the orange. Green, orange, a bit of pink. I do like that painting above there. Sort of a little happy accent. That looks quite so good. Do I have more chicken? I do have backup bread. Chicken? Apples. Some pork. Okay, we're not absolutely stuck if we don't have chicken, but yeah. Well, I'm also not against like having one of these sort of, maybe 2 logs and then in the edges, maybe. I do like how this looks. I may just sort of halfway up put an oak. That'd be a good place. Down there, just so it looks like it's held a bit more. Otherwise, obviously, it looks a little bit fragile. But I think if I did the opposite stairs underneath, it'd look a bit too thick, which I don't want to do. Scroll that's going in this mouse bit. The old razor. And I think there's things we can do for sinks and stuff. We can also use those shelves to sort of make half slab stuff. And you can have stuff on there like soap and things. Bottles of perfumery. That's where that went. So I made a bit of a plan. Have we really done anything in this episode other than just wander around and make a plan? And I think I've updated you. Yeah, updated you. These are annoying to do because you've got like place a stair and then place that on top of... It's on top of snow. 2 layers of snow. There is a snowman somewhere. There we go. So we can just... Snowman has died. Why has the snowman died? Is it the rain? Do I need to cover him up? It's alright. I think I've got enough snow kicking about and enough pumpkins that we can make a new one. Oh, that's what I went off to get. I think I went off to go and get some snow. On a little expedition that I did. It's a dining hall. I'm debating about whether I want to have... Also, I've got to think about the fire. It's almost going to be a shame that it gets blocked off. But I think to go more with the castle vibe, like if I did just like 5 smaller tables going left to right here, it'd look more like Hogwarts than castle, which I guess Hogwarts was technically a castle, but you know what I mean. If I did loads of small tables, I want this to be the big, bold banquet hall. I could have small tables upstairs. But yeah, I do like this floor though. But what I did want to do, I just reminded myself, is that's half slabs. That is red carpet. I presume I can't put red carpet here. Fuck that up. Okay, I can make red cushions at least with it. It's not a complete waste, but I wanted to do. What's that? I think it looks better thinner like that. So I don't want to cover up too much of the pattern that I made in the floor. This I'm less bothered about, but of course, as soon as we start doing this, we're going to start losing torchable area. Can we use trip hooks? Can't remember how you make them. Let me grab some iron. Next question is, have I got any fucking string? Or did I use it all to make wool? Yeah, wool. Bloody typical. Bloody typical. And I've since learnt that you can't actually go the other way until wool into string, as far as I know. Unless that's something they've added in this version of the game? Nope. Yeah, I'm sure I turned all my string into wool, which is very annoying. Definitely nothing in here, is there? No. I think that's all the stuff I have here now. I did move it all in. Move it all in there out of that dirt house. Okay. Disappointment. Disappointment. Now I know I haven't exactly done much in here, but I'm very tired. It's what, 10:05 at night? And I'm losing momentum. Tell you what, as soon as I've just found it, let's see if we can extend our sheet pen. And then we've actually done something. It's not all just been yapping. Let's blah 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 blah. Oop. And then be free. Enjoy your new extended pen while I breed you. That sounded dodgy. Let me grab that, grab that. I hear you. Don't quite know where you guys are coming from. Is it dark enough in here, or are you coming out of this little hidey hole? One of these little hidey holes. I can hear another one. Is this where you're coming from? I can light this up. There's a proper little cave going on down here. Where do you come out? Oh, by the way, the orange... Oh yeah, I've clearly been here before. Oh, I think I know where this is. I don't have my shield. Oh, I have my shield, I just don't have arrows. Server lag. Let's leave before we cause too many problems. Oh yeah, that orange, what I was saying was that orange tree that I had. I traded for it with a wandering villager. The one time I actually trade with them, because usually they carry a load of rubbish. Never mind. Yeah, so I'm going to say what I'm doing for all of the places like that, but obviously I'm going to sort of a random carrot. I am going to, of course, end up sort of like skimming a top layer of ground, so I can put dirt or gravel or whatever I'm doing. Anybody else want to do some sheep living? Oh my god, they're coming back faster than I can shear them. I must leave. Right. I think we can leave it there then. So, what am I going to be doing off camera? Well, building some more interiors, filling more windows of glass, starting the next layer. Something I do want to do is I don't want it to be so flat. I've literally just had the idea of, to the fact that I might even write it on a sign. Top floor out block. So sort of along there have stairs and then have the walls actually one further out. Maybe just the windows will come back in. Again, it's a shame they're not 3 wide. You could have it, you know, outer block, inner block, outer block to sort of show that a bit more. But I'm going to leave facing that sign. For those who don't know, this does run on multiplayer because I have multiple computers that I play this on. But yeah, I think that's going to be it for today. If you have any questions or feedback would be great. Any comments on this? And it's funny, I think when I look at that tree, my view goes orange, or is that just because where the sun is? I don't know. As I was saying, any questions, comments, feedback, I feel like would be really greatly received. Remember to like, subscribe, and all that jazz. And I'll see you in the next one. Bye bye.